chicos, ¿qué tal? El día de hoy tenemos una nueva entrevista y esta vez tenemos como invitado a Zoli Farkas, líder de la banda Ektomorf. Hello, Zoli, how are you doing?
Hey, Pamela, I'm doing good. How about you?
Fine, like I said, well, tired. We are going to under quarantine again since starting this next Monday. So
Okay.
we have to deal with that.
Yeah, the whole world.
Yeah, here in South America it's really complicated. We are like trying to get the vaccine soon, but we don't have any news. We are between the Russian vaccine, the Chinese vaccine, but we just have to wait.
That's how we do.
Yes. So how's everything in Europe?
Yeah, it's pretty much the same, especially here in Hungary. Pretty strict rules, and today we just got the new one that they're gonna make it. I think 90 days longer, so it's gonna be pretty long. With we got curfew, which is from 8 o'clock until 5 in the morning or something. But I don't keep that. I just go out. I They just can't take
Yeah.
everything away, man. I mean, no.
No,
But yeah,
it's
it's strict, and we, like you said, we gotta deal with that. I mean, that's all we can do.
yeah, and it's really complicated to stay at home, especially for you as musicians that you are living, going on tour every year, every month, and now that you have a new album released, Reborn, through Napalm Records, that it's a killer album. I really enjoyed the record. Congratulations for it.
Thank you very much.
So we are going to talk about the new music. Like I said, we are at our home without any live show, so we have to enjoy new music, and that's how Ektomorf released this new record. What can you tell us about Reborn? The title says a lot, but what can you tell us about it?
Well, it's excuse me. It is a reborn on many ways. Uh, I know that for a couple of Ectomorph fans, this is pretty new, pretty different, and kind of unacceptable, and that's cool. I mean, that's all right, but that's the way that I feel. That's the way that I wrote the songs, and I really, really dig, really love it. And it is a lot of new things: clean guitars, guitar solos, harmonies, a little bit more melodic vocals. Not that. I mean, it's still pretty heavy. My singing is still screaming, but if you listen to it, it goes more on the tone of the guitars. And this is all on purpose. This is all because I wanted to do this. I felt like to do this, and I'm really happy that it turned out this way. And it's only 8 songs, although that it was 14 songs. I had 14 songs
Yeah.
for the demos, but this 8 was those tracks that me and two Madsen, my producer, we thought that that's the best for the album. So actually, and also if you look at the band, I mean the style, how we look now, and that's different also, and that's cool. This was time for a reborn on all way.
Yeah, and actually because we are like living under a pandemic era. So I guess that for you, when you started recording the record, when you started writing the songs, I guess that you didn't have any idea that something like a pandemic could happen in the future.
That's right. Yeah. We went to the studio in 2019, the 29th of August, and there was no fucking pandemic shit or whatever, nothing. And then a few months later we got it. So, but actually for the, maybe it's big words, but for the word is like a reborn. It will be, after when we go over all of this, and this album is actually really about if you leave some dark times, which I've been through, then you just come out of it, and on the ashes of all your, bad times, bad things, enemies, you rise up again. You're reborn.
Yes, and especially like this year, because last year was really shocking. I remember that we received the news that there was a new virus going on. A lot of bands were touring, and they have to stop doing that, and they have to return to their houses, to their countries. Some of them weren't able due to the restrictions, and they have to stuck in another countries. And then we have the idea of nowadays we have streaming shows that I guess the opinions are divided. For some bands, for some musicians, they say, okay, they're a good way, yes. For the others are like, streaming shows are not the same, especially if we talk about metal shows.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
I agree. You know, I wait a second. My phone is ringing here. Okay, no, it's good.
no
So,
worries.
so actually, I just put it on mute now. So you know, for me, the the live stream is cool. It's okay. It's great, but uh, but it's not the same. You know, the especially metal music. You know, rock and metal music was always about the live energy, and live stream can't give it back. For not for the fans, not for the band. You know, but if there is nothing else to stay in contact, you know, stay in, you know, in touch with the fans. If this is the only way, then well, then we're gonna do it. We got two of them. We got one in April, worked out pretty good, and the second one in December, it didn't work out that well because we had some technical problems. We had to start
Oh yeah.
5 times again, you know, and it was horrible. But you know, probably we're gonna do another one because this year doesn't look too much touring year, you know. So and to stay in contact with the fans, we're planning to do a full album live stream. You know, playing the full Reborn album through a live stream, and yeah, you know, if nothing else, then we just gonna do that.
And it's a completely different feeling because you have to play you have to play for a camera.
Yeah,
Besides that, you know that you have your fans in their houses watching your show, but you have to play for a camera,
yeah.
and there's no interaction between you and the camera. It's
Well,
really
the only thing is, you know, we always do that. The phone or the iPad is right there at the microphone stand, and you know, I see all the hearts and you know the thumbs and you know all the little signs there and some comments I can read, but my eyes are not that good anymore. So and I'm not gonna put on a glass, you know, and a live stream. Anyway, I don't have glass.
play.
Yeah, but you know, just imagine that. Hey, check what you write, man. But anyway, yeah, it's it's completely fucked up. You know what's happening, but somehow we have to survive. And you know, this pandemic thing, it can't stop the music. It's because you know we just released Reborn, got a lot of killer reviews, also yours, which thank you very much for that,
Thank
and we're
you.
proud of it. You know that from other side of the world we got these words on the new album. I mean, this is really amazing, appreciate it. And
Thank you.
thank you. You know, so the thing is that we have to keep in contact somehow, and at least we have the internet, you know. So and the album is spreading, and I feel like that maybe on some way it's the people have more time to listen to music this time, you know, unfortunately in this way. But it's this is the way we have to deal with now with.
Yeah, and actually something that you mentioned is like, how makes you feel, Solly, that you have the chance to release a record, even though all the circumstances that we are living?
What do you actually mean that?
I mean that how makes you feel that you have the chance to release a record?
Okay, I mean our when I signed the contract with Napalm Records, it was back in February, and this you know this pandemic shit was not there. But actually I wanted to release this record in May 2020, and Napalm said, the Napalm team there in the office, that they would like to release it in 2021 in January. So actually this was the original plan. We just didn't know what's gonna come in between, you know. And so it's we were talking about to maybe release it later, something like in August this year.
Mm.
But as you see, it's no different. Even who knows, maybe it's gonna be even worse in August, you know. So they told us that, guys, let's release it in January as we planned, and me and the management, we were agreeing on it, and we said okay. So let's do it, and I'm happy. I mean, it came out in the right time. It's spreading like fire, and really, it's. I think this is the album. I do this for 26 years, and this is the album which got the most positive feedbacks from everywhere, from anywhere. So it's cool.
Yeah, and actually, I guess that the name of the album matches precisely with the beginning of this new year, and it's a reborn, so it fits
Yeah,
good.
yeah,
And
yeah.
how? Yeah, tell me.
No, I just only want to say that although that the title was planned for different things, because when I wrote the album there was no pandemic, so
Yeah.
actually it's just matches now. Yeah,
Yeah, but it's something really weird because when I talk to different musicians with you, with many of them, they say like you said, they didn't have any idea that something like a pandemic could happen, but they noticed that some of their lyrics are like describing precisely all the situation that it's happening now.
yeah.
And
Actually,
it's
I had our first demo back in 90 97. No, that was the
97.
second demo. Yeah,
97.
second demo, and there was one song, and the lyrics was just talking about exactly what's going on now. So fortunately, it's happening now. We could wait, I don't know, 100 years more, because I could be more happier without pandemic, like everyone, But okay, we got over this.
So, Soli, do you have, well, I guess that from maybe from the label from Nipon Records, have you received any invitations to do on a streaming show now? Because from my opinion, I guess that Reborn is an album that should be played live. It's
Thanks.
like a different feeling, yeah. But have you received that invitation, maybe?
You mean for festivals or stuff like that?
Live
We
streaming show, festivals
live
with
stream shows.
another band. Yeah.
Live stream shows not yet, but we working on a tour. Of course, we don't give up on just we're just not gonna stop because pandemic is there. We planned European headliner tour for October 2021, and we will see how it works. We got some festivals postponed from last year to this year. There is one actually pretty big one. It's called Rock Horse Festival in Germany. So live streams things not really, not yet, and I really hope that that's not gonna become the standard. Because I mean, I if I have to, I will do this. Of course, if this is gonna be the way to play music, do live streams, and there is now really cool platforms for that to do, with different cameras and really good sound. But I just hope that we're gonna switch back to normal. But no any invitation like that. We planned one full album playthrough. That's all we have in mind right now.
Yes. So, with so many years in the metal scene, how can you describe Ektomorf's sound now, 2021?
Okay, so I would say it's like modern thrash metal, and it's thrash metal because when you're listening to the album, it is thrash metal. It's classical, based on classical elements,
Yeah.
but the sound, it's modern. 8-string guitars. I think we use the 8-string guitars like no other bands because we don't use it like this gent style. This very we tune pretty low, but not too low. But actually, the sound which comes out from an 8-string guitar is just like a wall of a sound. And we use it kind of like a 6-string guitar, but for the sound of an A string. So it's modern. So I would say it's modern thrash metal.
Yeah, well, it's okay. And what do you think about when some people label a band with only one genre, and when, for example, a band develop another sound or try to experiment, they say like, "Oh, this is not enough metal for me. They changed so much. I don't like them anymore." What do you think about that?
Well, that's happened. I mean, fans are uh, can be pretty tough on the band, but that's their right. But I mean, I'm the same. If I'm a fan myself too. I have my favorite band, so and if they change, probably I'm like, okay, the old things was better, but we always have to think, that it's their own decision. If they if they feel that way to play, if they happy that way, if they have fun to play the guitar, the drums, to sing that way, then we have to accept. What we can do is probably not listening to them anymore, or listen to the old stuff, or accept it and find the good in it. Because it's happened to me that I listened to some albums which from a band which I really loved, and that particular album was not good, and but later I really loved it. For example, Machine Head,
Oh,
Locust. When Locust came out,
locals.
when the Locust album came out, I hated it. I was like, for me, like a lot of people, I said, this is not Machine Head for me, and I love it now. I really love it from the beginning till the end. The sound, the songs, the lyrics, everything. So, this is strange, but this is how it goes.
Sometimes it takes a couple of years to maybe
Yeah,
understand a record. Yeah, that
yeah, that's
happens.
how it
That
is.
happens. But it's good. But it's good because once you started listening to a record, you try to find a new meaning for their sound, for their songs, for the lyrics. So that's cool. And that you mentioned that the Locus that was released many years ago,
Yeah,
and now you like it.
yeah, you find yourself in the record suddenly. That was for me with this album. But I had different albums like this. Like first of so Metallica Sent Anger. I didn't like it, and I like it. I love it actually. There is no solos. There is no the typical Metallica elements, but I really love it now, and I don't know how. But when it came out, I was like, "Fuck, this sucks, man." But I love it now. So it comes with time. But I think that's the beauty of music, that it can catch you later. It's just you find something. Of course, there are some classic for which you grew up on it, and you just can't get out from your life, and you won't because it's a part of your life. Your how you were growing up. You have memories from those songs for those albums, and that's cool.
And I guess that when you mention memories, I guess that we remember the times when we were able to go to a live show. It's something that we really,
But you
and
know
I
what?
guess
It's coming back. It will come back. That will come back.
yeah, hopefully soon. Hopefully soon. It's a different feeling between, like I said, we can listen to a record, but it's another feeling to go to a show, listen to the record, listen to the songs with the band in front of you.
Yeah, that's how it should be.
So
That's why I told you, that I hope that this lifestyle things is just, it's just temporary now, and we come back to. I can't wait to be on stage again. I miss it so fucking much that you can't imagine. I mean, I don't even know how it feels anymore. Although that our last show was in August last year, we played in Slovakia, a very small festival.
wow.
It was awesome. It was great. I could not wait because the one before was in January. We played in Turkey, and that was killer too. But that was two shows in 1 year, and I don't know when I had that the last time. It was years and years and years ago that we had two shows in 1 year. But this is it's happened.
Soli, what do you prefer? If you have the chance to choose, would you prefer shows in big festivals or small gigs?
I, you know, I love both. You know, of course that the big shows are like then your adrenaline goes to the sky. But the same with the small ones. If you know, I don't know. I had small shows in clubs which was just incredible. Because then the connection with the crowd is pretty close.
Yeah.
You can say that you won with the crowd. But of course, when we played in Bakken, I never forget that we played four times or 5 times. I don't know. But then we played the black stage once or twice, and that was insane. Or like Vitful Force in Germany, Rock am Ring, Rock im Park. All those festivals are like crazy. It's just I love both. I really can't separate them because I think the most important is not the amount of the crowd, the size of the stage. It's it's the crowd. How is the crowd? If you got those, I don't know, 50 people in the club or 5,000 people in the festival that they go nuts. That's the most important. That they're not just standing just watching you like, what's that? Then but they go crazy. But you guys over there, you always go crazy. I know.
Ah, yeah, South America. We are like
Yeah, no,
really
but
crazy
that's
people.
insane. I love that. I love that.
So imagine how we feel. I guess that when we have the first show here, especially well in my country in Peru, we are like we are going to be really crazy.
It's gonna be a lucky
Yeah.
band to first go there.
Yeah, I guess that something really important is like without with all this time without any shows, people are going to attend live shows more than before
That's for sure.
because we don't know that something is going to happen again and okay, no more shows again, and we have to support bands. I guess especially in this part, that with this pandemic happening, we have to support the bands buying merch, buying all the material, and that's something really important.
Yeah, this is the time for it now.
Yeah, we have to support you guys. And you have our back. Are always going to support and we are always going to enjoy your music.
Thank
And
you
that's
very
something
much.
that, yeah, and that's something that I really appreciate with this record, with this album, because it has a lot of energy that it's something that we really need during these dark times that we are dealing with.
Yeah, it's hard for both of us. It's hard for you guys, hard for the band, and I think we both aching for being on tour and then playing live shows. I love to. I mean, when we're gonna go on tour with this album, I already know that we're gonna play the entire album because it's only 8 songs. It's not hard to play them, but I really feel like songs are connected to each other. So we just kind of play 3 songs from here, then I don't know another 5, and then another 3 songs. We're gonna play the entire album like this on the roll, and that's cool. I can't wait for that.
Soli, with like I said, with all this time touring, how do you spend now your days? Because I guess that for many people that are going to, well, we don't know when, but when you're going to return to the stage, it's going to be like your first time. So,
Yeah.
are you preparing mentally for that moment? What are you doing?
Well, I usually I'm pretty busy now with the new album, like doing the interview with you. But I think since the beginning of November, I started with interviews, so it's a lot to do, and there are other things to do with this album. With the promotional part, with as just keeps me busy, and I go work out. I have some underground workout place here, even that they closed it. Fuck it, I go. So we have our underground movement for that to working out, and I do that, and I have a dog. I love my dog. We have a good time. We take a walk together and stuff like that, and play guitar. I didn't write any new material yet because the album is not it's complete, but it's not completed with touring and stuff like that. Like I usually had to used to do it normal with an album. It comes out, then you wait 2 months and you go on tour, then you go on another tour, then then you come home, you do the festivals, and it's not happening now. It's so I keep myself busy pretty much, and that's it.
And I guess that this is the time when you are doing a lot of interviews, more than
Yeah,
before.
more than before, more than before. I mean, Napalm is doing a killer job. They are great guys.
Yeah.
They sending me them and my manager. Napalm and my manager. They just sending me the schedule every week, and it's awesome. I love to do it. I mean, it was cool with the FM Records. 12 years, it was awesome, but with Napalm, it's completely different. I feel like when I was at Nuclear Blast back in 2004, 5, 6. That was the years with them, and it's the same. I could even say even better, more stronger and going. It's just awesome. They are, when they have a band, they really want the band to be there, and I can feel that.
Yeah, I remember when I got the email and I read, oh, Ektomorf, the album Reborn is available. Oh my God, I was really excited because I was waiting for a new record and also with a new label. And it's like your presentation in Napalm Records, and it's really good. It's really good. Sonny, what are the future plans for the band? I know that it's going to be difficult to say we're going to tour on South America because we don't know, but with your bandmates, what are your plans?
Well, we when I signed with Napalm Records, then I also signed with Napalm Events, and that's a
Yeah.
killer booking agency. And we had a plan for April going on tour. That's done. That's not gonna happen. So we're planning for October. and those are, the same dates but switched to October. And then even we're planning now for 2022, because you never know. And beside that, we hope that we can do those tours, because we can't do anything else. But we are not just sitting on our ass and say, okay, we wait until it, because to have done a tour, to book this, it's not like you booking it, I don't know, Tuesday and you go on tour on Wednesday. It takes time, half a year, even longer, to set up the dates and then, you know, fix everything. So we have plans for touring, and that's all we hope for that is going to happen.
I know that this question is like very soon, but maybe are you working on new material now that you're in your house? Maybe, we don't know.
No, not yet. And this is strange because normally I do. But for example, when Fury came out in 2018, I guess, yeah, or the end of
Yeah.
2017. But when Fury came out, I think a month later, I wrote "Smashing the Past," which is the last song on this album. So "Smashing the Past" was the first song on Reborn, which I wrote.
Reborn.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And so I work right now on nothing. I just, I'm busy with Reborn, and I'm playing through the album at home a lot, because this album is not that easy to play like all those albums before. They were really easy, the riffs, everything. But this needs to practice. This album needs to, which is cool. I enjoy it. The harmonies, the structure of the songs are, all the breakdowns. It's different. So that's what I do. But I didn't write any new thing.
So we just have to wait. We just have to wait for new Ektomorf material. Maybe in the future. We don't know.
That is something that's 100% sure that there's gonna be another one. I just don't know when. I mean, at first it would be really cool to tour, but if times are gonna be always, just postponed, then probably I'm going to work on another one, but not yet. Let's
Yeah,
enjoy
like I
Reborn
said.
first.
Yeah, like you said, because Reborn has 8 songs, and maybe the fans are waiting for more songs. Yeah,
But
we
that's
like
cool.
this new Ektomorf. Yeah, but this
You
have to
guys can
wait.
be sure. You guys can. I'm gonna deliver some new stuff. I just don't know when.
Sally, what would be your message for all your fans, especially the ones that we are in Latin America?
All right, so you guys are always passionate about music, so keep that. Don't lose it with this fucking thing is going on, because it's gonna be over. And wait for us, because we're coming to you. We're gonna bring Reborn on stage and unleash hell. And until then, just hold on and stay healthy and stay metal.
Yes, and while we are waiting for an Ektomorf live show, we just have to unleash hell in our houses, listening to the new Ektomorf's album,
That's
Reborn.
right. Yeah, yeah. Let's do that.
Okay, Oli, Soli, it was a pleasure to talk to you today. I really have fun, and hope to see you again on the road soon.
Yeah, it was my pleasure, and I can't wait to be there. I hope it's gonna happen soon.
Yes,
Thank you
Ali,
for the
thank you
interview.
so
Thanks for
much.
having me.
Thank you so much for having me. Please take care and keep metal.
Keep metal. Take care, Pamela.
Take
Bye.
care. Bye. Thank
See
you.
you.